something supposed to help if you're buying or selling a home, but not these people.
3 men who've lost thousands of pounds. This one had a house to sell. This one is an estate agent. And this one was hoping to start a new career. And this is the business that stung them all. It's a company that deals in HIPs, home information packs, the government's big idea to make buying and selling your home quicker and easier. It's a brand new business, but with an age-old problem. People who will make you all kinds of promises to get hold of your cash and then give you nothing in return. HIPs have been around for just over a year. They're controversial. But if you're selling your house in England or Wales, then in most cases you'll have to get one so that potential buyers can have all the information they need in one handy pack. You can put the pack together yourself or find someone to do it for you, like Roger Byatt did last November when he decided to sell his flat.
We'd looked at it and we knew that we needed a home information pack in order to provide reassurance to prospective purchasers.
Roger quickly found a pack offered by Scottish-based First for Hips. They said they were fast and cheap, and their deal seemed a steal.
They also included a floor plan, a virtual tour of the property, as well as the energy performance certificate and so on.
First for Hips pack cost £209, £50 less than the average price. For Roger, a cheap hip delivered at speed seemed like a great solution for a quick sale.
I ordered over the internet and the money was taken immediately from my credit card. They then sent through a request for information and instructed someone to go and take a look at the property, which they did the following day, but then silence.
After a long wait, a second inspector called, then more silence. Roger got suspicious.
I made inquiries and began to see that actually the company wasn't delivering for other people. There were forums on the internet talking about them.
Roger had discovered a problem that seemed to be affecting First for Hips customers across the country. They'd paid for their packs, but heard nothing back.
I feel really fed up and annoyed that they've taken my money, delivered nothing, and appeared to have ripped off not just me, but other people as well.
First for Hips is run by a man called Jason Gamble, and it isn't just sellers that Mr. Gamble persuaded to take a chance on his company. He convinced estate agents too that he was worth a punt. Matthew Bennett, for one. Last May, he went to an estate agency trade fair to see what new services were available to his clients.
I fell upon the First for Hip stand and got talking to Jason Gamble and his team, where they were offering home information packs for a staggering price of £179.
Which was a good price?
It was a no-brainer as far as I was concerned. They were offering more, pretty much what most home information pack providers were offering and more.
Matthew eagerly signed up and paid upfront on his client's behalf, but he didn't get what he paid for.
I commissioned, in effect, 5 home information packs, which I paid for, only 2 of which we ever saw receipt of.
Matthew ended up having to buy more hips for his clients, and he's had no joy getting a refund for the ones he'd already paid for. So where's it left you now? Out of pocket?
Very much so. We are now down to the tune of 3 home information packs, and in some cases we've had sales agreed where the solicitors are waiting, so it's delaying our client's sale and potentially jeopardising their sale.
So, sellers had lost money to First for Hips, estate agents had lost money to First for Hips. But Jason Gamble had another trick up his sleeve. He'd found one more way to put money in his hip pocket. Last February, David Down qualified as an energy assessor. That means he can grade how green your home is. And with an energy assessment a crucial part of any hip, it seemed an ideal business to be getting into.
Well, I was looking for a career change, and I saw this, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for me.
David was contacted by Jason Gamble, who said he could earn great money by doing energy assessments for him. All he had to do was pay a fee. In return, he'd get a special camera and, more importantly, the right to do all the jobs in one area.
I paid £2,500 plus VAT, and for that I got the camera equipment, software, and what I thought was an exclusive territory.
David knew he'd have to do a lot of jobs to earn back what he'd forked out. And he did. But he didn't always get paid for them. How many jobs have you done?
In total, almost 50 jobs.
And how many have you been paid for?
Only about 24.
How do you feel about all this
Angry and frustrated.
At least David got some money. We've spoken to other inspectors promised work by First for Hips. Some paid out £3,000 to get their patch and never got a single job. The government says anyone selling home information packs should follow the guidelines in what's called the HIP code, but it's not compulsory, and there's no surprise that Jason Gamble didn't sign up, as First for Hips would fall well short of the required standards.
There is no way in the world that First for Hips could operate in the way that they do if they were a subscriber to the HIP code. The fact they haven't actually delivered their product, can't get the phone answered, they don't answer queries properly, they don't answer complaints. Clearly, they've harmed consumers, they've affected estate agents and taken money from domestic energy assessors, and so everybody's been hit by this one.
3 men out of pocket. They're angry, and they don't just blame the business that took their money.
I mean, if you can't trust a provider who's doing something that the government wants done, has made compulsory, then you just lose faith in the whole system. And then you meet these guys and find out what's going on, and you think, well, you know, it's an unregulated nightmare.
We see plenty of businesses on Watchdog who take money for nothing, but not many of them have discovered a brand new market and exploited it so quickly and so thoroughly. First for Hips is a first for that.